Think about me before you go.
Bam. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me. And then it's your time. Welcome to Mondays, baby. Monday. Bitcoin getting a bit of a pump here. 63,560 right as I come on. It starts to reverse to the upside. We saw a bit of a complex headed shoulder that did get a bit of a dump here. And we'll see kind of where this goes here on the day. Bitcoin with a bunch of liquidity to the downside back to 61,006. That weekly support looks likely on the daily. This could be that last little false move up to bring you back down. This could be the false move. We will see what happens as time moves on here. And I'm going to play that track again because, you know what? That track makes me feel so dang good. What is it about that house music? If you're in a deep house like me, sets you at ease, puts you where you want to be. I'm just a big house guy. I love music. Music gets me where I want to be. And if you want to be where you are, I want to be where you are. If you're into Trump, you're funny. Drum pop. I'm just that slipped out of my mouth, which is crazy, right? I just looked at this, but I want to be where you are if you into the pumps, I meant to say. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Bang, bang, bang. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. All right, we're going to move on forward here with the live. My face may be lagging, but don't worry. You're going to get the information you need if you just listen and watch the charts. So have no fear. Pay attention and keep it moving. Blessings on blessings. Yeah. Are you interested in I cannot just play any music. Yeah, I have to have all the licensing and all that fun stuff. Yeah. Bang. Okay, so pay attention. Let's see what's happening here for Bitcoin. All right. Huge move. And look, we broke above the 200 MA, which is my known signal for a long. And this was when I was opening up this, getting ready for the stream. I was putting on a tie. You can't get it all, everybody. You can't get it all. I would have been able to nail that move. But last night, let's talk about last night. So anyway, when I woke up this morning, shoulder, head, shoulder, complex inverted. Looked like it was likely to come down to 62.9. It went all the way to about 63,000. Made sense to me. I saw 63K in the books. And that's kind of what I saw happening. So when I woke up in the morning in the short term, I saw a move down to 60,000. All right. So let's take a look here. If you're in the trading group, you got so much updates. But I'm right here saying, 63K looks likely. I went to 63,060, so pretty spot on there on that short. Then they reversed the price off the bullish, divergence and got the move. However, we're pretty far away from the 21-day moving average, so you got this beautiful flag here. But if Bitcoin could reconnect with the 21 without losing the 200, I'm in there. We don't know exactly how it's going to be, so I project these. We're looking for some type of move here to the upside off of the 21-day moving average. That's what I'm going for. All right. Hopefully that will get our move here. There's a resistance at 63,672 for BTC and about 64,000 as well. Sammy early this morning. No. Thank you. Twisted Sister to the upside, baby. Possibly. Shout out to Ryan S. Shout out to Jamie. Shout out to Justin Cassmore. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah. Okay. Smash the like. Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to Shano in the house. Shout out to everyone on the live. Shout out to the 1,000 people here on the live. 179 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. So it looks like a possible long coming here for Bitcoin. I mean, this is my go-to signal. Last night, right before I left the channel when we went live last night for the weekly candle close, I talked about this. I opened up a trade. Everyone, I made $600 in about an hour. I'll show the trading group. It was amazing. It was on weeks, and we're banging to the upside on the weeks account, taking them all the way here. But you can see I started the trade, and I was just like, oh, wow, So we got into the trade when the stream ended. It was like 10 o'clock, about 9:50, right? And then at 10:55, about an hour later, I was up $100. Next thing you know, at about 11. So yeah, it was about an hour and 20 minutes later, up $600. I cashed out on that move. I sold about, 64,500. I mean, that was about the highest. I think it went to 65,700 before it came back to the downside. Absolute beautiful move there for BTC. You have to love that. Absolutely love it. So shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you. We see a lot of liquidity further to the downside here for Bookmap, suggesting that we may go lower, right? There's all that deep, dark red liquidity. It's the closest, but we still got these guys hanging up at the 65, but they've been there for a while, so who knows? Shout out to the 1,353 people here on the live, and thank you for being here. Yeah, I was looking up Jim Rohn's life. Emmanuel James Rohn. I'm Samuel James Price. Interesting. Jamie, he died December 5th, 2009. Born in 1930, man. This guy raised me. He was my second father. When you listen to me, you're hearing all the messages of Jim Rohn. You know, plant the garden. You're the, you know, you make up the 5 people you're around. So be an inspirational person and be around people that inspire you. Okay? Absolutely beautiful things to think about. Anyway, let's get into my perpetual for a split second here and see what's happening for Bitcoin. I delete everything. Do I see, you know, one of my models is when we break the 200 MA, but then we can stay above it while reconnecting with the 21. It's such a, you know, to me, it's probably my safest. It's the highest probability play that I've ever, besides a descending triangle. So this looks likely for a move because you're pulling the 200. You're above the SMMA too, what is called the smooth moving average. I got 3 lines here. I have the 200 MA, the 200 SMMA, and the 21. All right. Even though it's false move Monday, you know, that looks like a move here to 64,110. Stop can be below 63,316. Again, it's Monday. I don't have to go too hard, but it's back to that 100 for 3. I just missed it. Dang it. As I was looking at the numbers, I didn't see it. I knew that was coming. Anyway, shout out to anyone that was able to take it faster than I could have. Wow, and it's gone. I'm root and chase now because my odds were perfect when I was right near the 21, the 200 MA there. That's why I'm able to make these trades. This thing's about to run. I see it going to the target here. All the way, bang. I missed it. I hope you did not. Did anybody get a chance to get in on that? Man, that's my signal right there. So I'm a little late today. I'm a little sloppy on the move. Distracted by this nonsense of the stream lagging there. Getting in my head a bit. Nice call, Lifer. Thank you. But if someone was able to see that, well, let's see if it is a nice call. A little bit of bearish divvy here. We want to see this thing plow to the upside. The stochastic suggested it may. I see this thing keeping it moving. Dang, I just missed that entry. I would have scooped at least $50 pretty fast in like a minute. Yeah. Lifer Vision. Yeah. Look at this thing. It's about to continue to pump. This is one of my favorite models, everybody. Above the smooth moving average, above the simple moving average, with the 21 coming near price action. Bang. Stochastics curving. I mean, it plays out so many times. Let's put the lemon in the water, everybody. Put the lemon in the water. Decalcify that pineal gland. And here we go. Nice pump here for Bitcoin to the upside on the 1-minute time frame. Headed all the way to the target there at 64,100. And I was this close to entering the trade. I'm so sorry I did not. We could have felt the riveting effects of my heart beating, echoing through the chambers of the world as we watched as the frequencies raised and the excitement of the trade, right? Still a little bearish div here. Swing up to swing down. I'd probably scalp that and get out quickly on a Monday. You never know. Be careful of the false move Mondays. The false move Mondays, eh? Mostly supposed to be doing them on a Monday. I didn't say anything yet. Such about on a Monday. So anyway, that was a nice pump, but again, the distance from the 21. So could we make one of these? It's almost like we're in a rising wedge here, right? See, I'm always finding a way to cover. So that could be the next one. So I'm not like chasing so hard. But again, I love that coverage of the 200 MA. And once it's over, so I like having a 3-to-1 with the coverage of the 200. Those are my go-to trades. They play out more likely than others. Okay. Right off the bat, though, we're already in there with you guys, battling these charts. Sammy Cup and Handy to the upside. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. I'm out at the pumps. I wanted more. Yeah, we're struggling right now here for BTC. 63,003 on the sideways price action, but as long as we stay above the 200, this thing could still get pretty crazy here. So you're looking again for the reset of the Stokes. It's got a couple things going for it there. Yeah, so I take the target at 64,360. But you got to hit that 21 first. Not going anywhere till this white line gets touched. And then if you lose the 200, it's a wrap. That's how you don't get... This is the simplest way not to get shaked out by False Move Monday. Just watch the 1 minute. It'll show you exactly what they're going to do. It's so simple. It's crazy. And let's take a look here at Bitcoin dominance. Wow, a lot of altcoins just got a bit of a pump here to the upside. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. And I was calling alt season. People didn't believe me. And look at that. Bitcoin dominance trending to the downside. And trending to the downside pretty hard here. Let's take a look. This song isn't going to cut it for the show, though. So you can see Bitcoin dominance and bearish divergence swinging up while it's swinging down there. We want to see this thing start to slowly trend down. This will be beautiful. A slow trend to the downside here for Bitcoin dominance. And that's kind of what we want, right? 15-minute looks amazing. Bounced off the top of the retest of the bullpen. Long to 67K. Yeah, let's go, baby. Neuro AI doing damage. Yeah, I see altcoins up absolutely huge. ONDO up nicely. Bitcoin, when Bitcoin made that big move last night, it really helped the altcoins. And there's a bearish div here on Bitcoin dominance. We're looking for a move here for the alts to the upside. Sol, I got the 100K and Sol at 109. Let's see how we're doing. 145. Sol's okay. It's just sideways pump. Someone said it got a huge pump. I don't know about that. Can't stand when I see that, and then I'd run to the chart all excited, and then I'm like, I should have known, right? They were trolling me or something, right? I mean, I guess that's a huge pump for them. They might have been on lev. If you're on leverage, you're like, wow, that's huge. Absolutely huge pump, dude. My God, all the way to the upside. Now, what I force you to do is talk about Bitcoin. Who am I? Now, talk about Bitcoin. I buy myself some more Bitcoin. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Already hit that like button. I just discovered your channel. Please update me when alt season is really now. It's coming at us hard. Very, very hard. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out what's happening here. But I can't see. There's nothing I have changed. Nothing has changed. Bitrate is the same. Keyframe is the same. Anyway, Solana looking beautiful inside of a tighter flag. Not amazing though. Shoulder head and right shoulder. See, the bigger time frames a little sketchy to me. The daily a little too far away for the 21-day moving average. So it tells me that we could have, slightly downside or sideways price action. Bitcoin dominance looks good, which tells me then this should be more sideways. We're going to start scalping a little bit off of Bitcoin dominance. This thing's got to go sideways, strengthen the altcoins, and then we can get a bigger move when that dominance really falls. So kind of showing signs of life here. Target for Solana would be 169. So we need approximately 200 more of these massive pumps to get halfway to its all-time high. BTC grab, yeah, exactly. BTC grab bull market support band, yeah. But I like Sol BTC. We talk about BTC pairs here. What's a BTC pair? You buy Bitcoin, then you buy the altcoin with the Bitcoin at the BTC pair, like Sol BTC. When the altcoin beats up on Bitcoin, it goes higher percentage-wise, you sell it back into Bitcoin. Therefore, you do make a capital gain, and you make a win and you add more Bitcoin to your piles of Bitcoin. Pretty nice. ARKM, let's take a look at my baby ARKM. A lot of coins pumping hard. Look at that beautiful pump for ARKM. It was just at 91, things at 140 already. I mean, I'm just telling you guys, people don't listen. And I was loading up on ARKM on the lows, hoping it dumped there too. A lot of coins broke their long-term resistance. I mean, resistance. It's out. The cat is out the bag. It even broke that resistance there at 133. ARKM on the way to the daily 200 MA. A lot of coins are going to break through to their daily 200. Once they break the 200 on the daily, they're going to moon to the upside. I have a big old bag of ARKM, so I can only imagine how the spot bags are doing now. Unbelievable. What a beautiful time it is to be alive. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. 1,716 people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Love is love. ONDO banging to the upside. I wanted to look at the spot wallet. Wow. Haven't seen that number in a long time. Wow. Up 15,000 and continuing 333. Look at that. 15,000, 33333. It's so crazy. But altcoins bouncing so hard. ARKM, one of my big winners of the day. I got a big old bag of that. Like to see that thing pumping back to the upside. Render. I got a big old bag of SUI, which has continued to pump to the upside, doing damage as well. I gave the call to SUI. So this month, man, we bought Bitcoin on the low. I bought $5,000 in front of everyone, and I kept buying it when we were at that fear and greed index. And if we continue to pump and stay above 50K, those will be some of the greatest buys ever for Bitcoin. Might have been the lowest prices we ever get for a long, long time. Maybe that might have, those 54,000 may have been the lowest prices you've ever been able to get Bitcoin again. There is a real chance of that. Now, I don't want to say for sure, but there's a chance of that happening. So, chance you witness history here on the channel for Bitcoin. We bought the bottoms again in the fear when everyone was bugging out. We loaded up on SUI at the perfect time. Talked about grabbing altcoins like ONDO and all the like, and went over all the coins that I'm buying. Got onto Casper at the right time. Flipped Nacho on Casper for gains. Right. Got into Velo, rode it up high, sold it off, and there's even more. And then the elite hit for trades. I hit a bunch of different trades, and we're just continuing to bump here on the market. And so many Bitcoin calls that played out in the last month. So shout out to everyone here that's been with me in the trading group. Today's a day for celebration and amazement because we've been through a lot together. And, whatever Bitcoin does today, it doesn't really matter. These altcoins are really starting to show like they've bottomed here, and we're starting to get our bigger moves to the upside. ARKM, one of them right there. Look, I mean, that stays above this resistance and then just moons up to the 200 MA. And this is just good signs for the next, 4 to 5 weeks ahead. All right. The bull run is not ready for the lifers. Amen. We're ready. Good morning, Sam. AERO 8. Let's take a look at Aerodrome Finance on Coinbase. AERO, we talked about it breaking out of the flag to the upside. We put out the flag. The flag continues to moon. This flag is booming, and then the 1 hour in another flag here. And the altcoins just ready to take, full center stage here and continue to bump. I see this headed up to 105 Aerodrome. And you go for the bottom to halfway already so fast. Before you know it, you're like, wait. So, and just be careful. All right. Anything is possible. But right now, today's a great day for the altcoins. If you're in alts, your portfolio is up absolutely astronomically to the upside. Look, everything getting that beautiful pump near breaking this long-term consolidation here ever since April and May. I mean, amazing. Look, resistance. Wow. And what we're going for is that daily 200 MA on these alts. What controls the alts? How do you see the alts in one space? Total 3. It's all the altcoins excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. And again, making that flag outside of the bigger picture here, looking absolutely lovely. And then you can see this is a shoulder head and a right shoulder. And this just looks like it's ready to moon here. Bit of an ascending triangle with legs to the upside for the total market cap here for cryptocurrency. All right. Sammy, can you look at Wild, please? We'll take a look at that. Shout out to JD in the house. God bless you. Thank you for being here. I see bullish on most time frames. Yes, baby, yes. So blessed to be happy. Trust yourself. Amen. Thank you. Yeah. Everybody, we have class at the last Saturday of the month. This Saturday, if you want to jump on into class, I highly suggest it. You'll be live with me. It's not a pre-record. You do get the recording when I'm done. Life or vision trading course. Understand what I'm doing. How do I see so much? How can I understand what's going to happen to these coins before it happens? From the S&P to the NASDAQ to Bitcoin. I've been calling big charts, little charts, tiny coins, meme coins, you name it. You're going to get the vision if you hang out with me every single day. How do you get good at something? Hang out with someone that does it every single day. And, you know, excellence is, you know, perfection is unachievable, but excellence is. Quit trying to become perfect and just make something happen. The parked car cannot be steered. You got to start going somewhere to get somewhere, baby. Let's get it going. So this looks like a move is coming here in the total market cap. I wouldn't be surprised if altcoins start to break out. Once they break 613, that's going to be a key level. I'm watching for a bounce and a bigger move. All right. Okay. Shout out to everybody here. I always losing. Amen, right? Losing. Amen. God bless you all for being here. Yeah. Okay. Love the channel. The best out there. Sui update. Let's take a look at Sui. I did not sell. Wanted to sell. Did not sell. Desired to sell at 160. It does look like it's going to have to come back, though. I mean, look how far the moving averages are. There's a bearish div on the 1 hour time frame. And had such a beautiful move. The 4 hours a little spent. The daily's a little far away for the 21-day moving average. What I see happening is one of two things. Either a sideways movement, where Sui goes more sideways here. You see? Or downward to that 618. But either way, I just see a slight pullback before a bigger pump to the upside for Sui. But the TA is playing out pretty nicely so far. And, you know, we hit that top 163. What a move. I mean, we got into Sui down here at some people 78, 70, 80. I got in at 90. And then we boomed to the upside on Sui. So still holding Sui for massive gains. Can you book Sam class on the 28th? Hit the link. Jamie's talking about it right there. Hit that link right there and jump on into class. Don't play yourself. Make it happen. I'm telling you, that will be good money spent on your future. What are your thoughts on Compound? Love Compound. Hey, Chief, can you please check JASMY? Send in a super chat for TA and Deep Dive if you want me to go over a coin, something that you want to talk about. I'll show you the fan funding like this AERO 8. And can you look at Wild? We'll take a look at Wild too as well. So I see Sui pulling back. Sui is one of the bigger gainers, shoulder, head, and shoulder, but we had it in the trading group before that huge pump. You would have taken advantage of such a beautiful pump had you seen my Sui call in the trading group. Amazing. Let's take a look at the Wilder World. You guys know I'm a big holder of this puppy. Long term. Have to be now after we had that beautiful bump to the upside and they gave it all back. So last time I looked at Wilder World, you have to have gaming coming back, number one. If gaming doesn't come back, and chances another genre and RWA beats it out and nobody cares, and, you know, that's possible. But right now, the weekly's very low. It's been, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times really in its life at these low points. You need the weekly to really start to move. And you got this weekly resistance at 40. Once you break weekly resistance at 40, things can begin to change. But until then, you know, you're just kind of waiting. And you're basically at the bottoms again, which is crazy. 26. So I hold this long term, believe it or not, but that's what you have to do. You have to either just be able to be patient to hold, or it's not going to happen, you know. So Wilder World on the weekly. Bitcoin struggling a little bit there, 63.5. Had a nice pump on that 1 minute though. Look how big the pump ended up being. We're going to get in right there, and then it continued to fly. It did go to 63,800 all the way from 63,003. Now there's that false move possibly back down for BTC. Bitcoin's messy today. And I can't remember. I don't think we did. Yeah, we did our weekly analysis from the very beginning. I can't remember, though, for whatever reason. Today's been a bit of a blur for me. I get real irritable. Not irritable, but in the back of my head, I don't. Whatever. I don't even like mentioning it, but you guys know. I mean, I don't understand. I like when I know what's happening, too. When I can't figure out what it is, it's weird, right? And it affects my whole entire life, my whole stream. So, anyway, we're getting this beautiful flag here, which I'm loving to look at. This is really, really nice. And that higher, that low just sitting there, the daily and that double bottom. The double bottom has that bigger measured move all the way to the upside, somewhere to about $76,000, $77,000. So, I mean, until that gets negated, that's a true story. Okay? That's what I always talk about. Technical analysis is this is true until it's not. Like, show me, where's the high probability is in until the other probability is higher than that. Right now, that's your highest probability. There's nothing really you can say about it. So it is what it is. Once things change, we go from there, right? So I'm back here on this daily and just showing you, okay, previous support is resistance here at 61.8. And then we have a definite resistance at about 64.8. And then you're looking for price action to come back to like the 21-day moving average at one point and hopefully hit one of these flags up. Sammy Cup and hands. That will be a Sammy Cup and handy to the upside. So I'm still seeing that pullback for Bitcoin. The more every time I take a look at it, I see the rejection of the 200 and the pullback. The building of the cup and handle. 4, 5, 6 day pullback possibly for BTC, but it could also go sideways. I mean, the 12-hour looks interesting. Could also just make a kind of a sideways flag here, and we could pump sideways. If we're very bullish, this is all that's going to happen for Bitcoin. So I see us range bound really between 62.8 and 63.8, really in that $1,000 region, and maybe there'll be some scalps here. But that's what I see happening for Bitcoin. We had the bearish divergence that so far has been negated. 2-hour time frame kind of holding its own. And the 1 hour the same, can be a Bart Simpson. There is some bearish divergence there. So that's what gives me like, but if you short it immediately, I'm like, but we've seen some consolidation. So again, let's look at what time frame will lose that 200 MA. So the 7 minute starts to lose the 200, and then you go below this, you're likely dropping down to 61.8. All right. I see more downside than upside based on Monday, based on kind of the slumpage. It looks sloppy price action in the bearish divergence. If I had to call it, I would have to say it's more downside, but nothing's really pushing me to make a trade, and Monday's not my favorite day to trade. I'd have been far better about overtrading. I was overtrading a little bit too much. I think just a little bit. I don't know. I think it was because I wanted to perform so well when the move was happening, and there was all this going on in my life, and I was like, Since then, I've pulled back. I've kind of gotten a nice, the move has reset me, right? I never owned a place before, so anytime I did something, I couldn't put art on the wall. I couldn't go art shopping for art. It's kind of fun to go with my wife shopping for art because we would look at things we love, but we can never buy it because, and sometimes we'll buy it and we'll put it in our house. But you want the house first so you can know exactly how big the wall is, what you want to do with it. So for me, there was that, and there's a freeing feeling of being able to take my wife out. She can point at what she wants and we can look at together and yeah. So many stories remind me of my pops. Yeah. And there you go, back to 63,000 there for Bitcoin. Good thing I didn't, again, when you lose the 200 MA, that flips, right? That's when you flip short. Again, I see choppage today, so be careful. They're taking you up and down. We really just assessed it the best we could. And my assessment is bearish. At the same time, I don't see something pushing me into, that's kind of like shoulder, head, and right. It just, I mean, look at it. It's nasty chop. And I made such a nice trade last night with that pump that I'm still euphoric after. I never trade Sunday night. And you're going to tell me I was going to make $600 in an hour on Sunday night? I would have told you were out of your mind. I would have said, no way, I don't do that. Number one, that doesn't go against that goes against my trading style. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah. See, if I take away my face, right, you can't even, it's fine, right? It acts like there's no lag at all, right? Can you take a look at Ethereum at some point? Done trading on Monday. Yeah, see, I didn't touch the trades on Monday. And there's a lot of coins that people like and want. Let's take a look at that. I think we looked at AERO already, right? But just in case we didn't. But I hold AERO drone, one of my favorite. I see this weekly getting ready for a massive move. That's not enough for you. I mean, 3 days a little hot now, but it's still got pumpage. The daily's a little overbought as well, but this thing has been on a massive tear. I mean, we've been on a run for a lot of coins. I do see a slight pullback. Give us one more chance to kind of jump on in. You would hope so, right? God bless, my man. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Yeah. It's not just the face can, Sammy. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. That's so sad. That gets me going, right? I just signed for the course and I got an email saying I'm not verified. Do you have to verify to enter the course? Interesting. I have never heard that. Yeah. If you watch the charts long enough, it starts to click and the money flows. Amen. Amen. Everything and anything can happen. Amen. God bless you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hi, haters. Love y'all. You can't have a hater if you're not doing anything great with your life. So shout out to all the negative Nancys out there. We love you. We appreciate you. And we hope you're having a wonderful day. Or hope it gets better. When I was in a bad place, my life is going so well, I would never be able to sit and hate on someone. I go to some YouTube channel. So that's how you know someone's life isn't going well. So if you ever see someone do a negative comment or something, just pray for them. So here's the prayer for all the negative people out there that can't stay positive. We love you. We hope you're doing well. And may God bless you. AMP going, please, boss. Let's take a look at AirWeave, though. People are saying that is out of control right now. Wow, huge bump. All the way from 19 to 22. Nice. And look, getting above the 200 MA. Everything's just kind of starting that, like, all right. And again, it could likely come back down. Like, these are just these initial getting ready. But, almost every coin is breaking this 5-month-long downtrend. You see? Since March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Man. Shout out to Alex Dixon. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. All right. Yeah. Best channel for TA and mental training. Jay Bella, we love you. God bless you. What happened to Polygon, Sammy? It doesn't move. Yeah, it doesn't, man. It's because it's old, man. Nobody really talks about it. It's got to get buzz. You got no buzz, right? Someone asked about VANRY. VANRY's down to the dumps too, but everything is making that rounded bottom. Got to be ready to buy the rounded bottoms. Most people are just not ready to make it happen. All right. I think they changed Matic to Pole too, right? Now it's called Pole. Polygon ecosystem, right? That's your Matic. And I see Matic just making this long-awaited bull, just like everything I just showed you. Not every coin had a bull run yet, So I've been accumulating alts in the August and September, and now they're all starting to rip off. Awesome, FET, AERO, Seapool, and others. Yeah. Shout out to Jeffrey. I've been absent for a while, Sebi. Did y'all have fun with the Caspa minting? It was awesome. Yes, amen. Yeah. So Matic pumped in the last 2021, yeah. Yeah, I don't have a VPN on too. I don't know what's happening. No idea why it's happening. Trying to figure it out, but sometimes when you use a VPN, like the next day, there's like a little lag. I'm going to reset my server for some reason. That could have been it. I have no idea. Right? So that setup pump nearly touched my stop loss at 64,000. Yeah. Where's all the 10K Bitcoin doomers? We need you. I know, right? So we can liquidate the shorts to the upside. I mean, I'm sure this stream looks like it would have been at 2,000 because this stream is ripping to the upside, but I got to just take a deep breath and say, okay, it is what it is. Life happens. All right. But I'll probably come back tonight to see what's going down. All right. Pray for the negative comment. Hope they be good one day. Yeah, amen. Yeah, pray for all the negative comment people. Hope they're going to have a good life. Blessings on blessings. Jealous of me and when I got set up. All right. Okay, man. I've seen someone ask about free Hoppy like 17 times. Can we move on? Yeah, I liked Hoppy. We were trading it before. It was a meme coin that had some gains. We'll see. So they pumped it and they dumped it right back down. Perfect Monday. But just here's the deal. Like, you know, just see if you can stay inside the trend. I wouldn't be surprised if we just go sideways for most of the day, like I told you. Thank you, Alexander Cross. You're the kind of honest, wholesome YouTube personality who deserves to have 1 million subs. Amen. Thank you for saying that. God bless you for being here. Dear Lord, please help the lag. Please push this stream to amazing places. I don't know why the lag is happening. Please help me figure it out and get over it no matter what. And push the stream to amazing, amazing, amazing heights. Thank you, dear Lord, for everything. And no matter what happens today, help me make the best of it. Help me believe in everyone here and in myself. Yeah, I just want to get over anything that's holding me back mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and be able to push myself to the limit. Moonwell, ripping again, he said. Little rippage, and it got above the daily 200 MA. That's what you're looking for. Once you get above the daily 200 MA, then you're looking for, you know, a flag or something else on the small, you know, you never chase, but that daily 200 MA tells you more is coming. You had that big bounce, and so whenever I see the daily 200 MA break, I like to wait for the 21 to catch up to price action. Once that happens, usually you're going to get an even bigger move to the upside. But that's the big indicator that something is coming your way. All right. Did they really rip every single coin out here? PAL AI. Wow, look at PAL just absolutely doing damage. I mean, that's insane. PAL AI from September went from 7 all the way back to 28. And that's our baby, PAL AI. That thing is booming. If you remember, PAL AI, POM AI too is another one. Did that thing get a bit of a pump? It did. Off of 29 all the way back to 66. So the AI coins, AITECH, another little one in my bag there. Solidus AITECH. Not as much as a pump as I would like. From the bottom at 7 cents to 8, nothing crazy. Shout out to Rave Song Records. Thank you, God, for all the positive, sand price positivity in Jender's heart. Thank you. God bless you, man. Yeah. Even Layer AI is moving, he said. Yeah. I mean, you think the wax token would start to move there. WXT. The only thing is we got to get weeks on TradingView. That's the next level, but that will happen over time. And we'll be able to trade everything on weeks on TradingView. That WXT token. Yeah, I like that. That's a good idea there that they created that, right? Sure. Okay, let's get back into the fan funding. Let's see what people were talking about here. Because the fan funding is about people putting things on my radar too. What happened to Polygon? We looked at Wild and Arrow 8, so we went through all those. Thank you for that. All right. Okay. one thing that's kind of got me going is how DeFi is really starting to move. We got AAVE picking up the pace. We got a lot of coins really starting to tick and tock, baby. Look at that. Again, another day of AAVE pumping to 182 now. And it did rip out of the rising wedge to the upside as suggested. And now you can see this little flag here on that 2-hour time frame. AAVE's hot right now. I wouldn't be surprised if AAVE continues to pump. Once this 2-hour, the 1 hour hits that 21, I mean, it looks like another pump is coming. My target is 220 for AAVE. So AAVE is just on an absolute tear, ready to move to the upside. And we were talking about this a while back. So let's take a look at our baby Caspa, as I see a big move coming for Caspa too as well. Dude, when altcoins take over, they take over. It's so crazy. It's like you're in the dumps and you can't see it. Next thing you know, you're like, oh my God, it's so obvious they're about to pump. And that time to get in just drifts away. And people are like, I wish I woulda, coulda, shoulda, shoulda, but I never did. You know? And it goes by that fast, man. It goes by that fast. So Caspa in this tight channel with the moving averages getting very, very close together too. Looking for that all the way to 37 possible there for Caspa. All right. That's the next target. I see it. I know it's kind of rocky up there, but I still see this thing ready to move inside of this ascending triangle. It's really been consolidating for a long time at the end of the day. Yeah. The first Monday, trading the rate cuts. And we'll see what happens. I mean, Bitcoin's been getting above key levels, which is good for altcoins. They can breathe. You know. Alex got back to 9 from 6 cents. Amen. Yeah. We have Alex, we have Stacks, we have BRC20 tokens. What's this Cat 20? I keep hearing about Cat 20. And I'll deep dive it for you. I'll know more about it by the end of the week and have a full report on Cat 20. That's not it though. I don't want to get confused there. Bitcoin Cash, kind of a sleeper that likes to pump on the low when the rest of the market kind of forgets about it. That thing's got this giant kind of cup and handle here. You see it? It's once that thing breaks that channel, it is gone. I see Bitcoin Cash making a pretty big pump. That'll be $1,000 not too long from now, from 340. Once this rally really takes off, man, we have so much to look forward to. Things are just looking absolutely beautiful. The only thing that's kind of messing with us is Friday at 8:30. We're going to have core PPI and personal income and personal spending, which have a little effect on the Forex, so something to pay attention to. Some volatility will come into the market on that day. All right. So, wow, we pumped, we dumped, we pumped back to the upside. Let's take a look at those smaller time frames and see what's happening to Bitcoin. Back above the 200 MA. My go-to signal again tells us we're supposed to pump. Still a little far away from the 21-day moving average, though. I want the 21 above the 200 when I get the pump. Delete this. If I were to look for a scalp on the 1 minute today, I'm looking for this to make a cool flag above the 200. Look like there's a little more, somewhere to 64,000. All right. But right now, I mean, this could take the 50 to below the 200. There's a high, a low, a lower high, right? So we got to consolidate above the 200 to get the flag up. See these Stokes reset or curve somewhere in the middle. Stay above the 200 MA and create a flag for the next 10 minutes. But above the 200 is bullish. Sometimes you can just get a massive move. You never know. But so far, it's better than not being above it. You know, that's how we begin. Patience. One step at a time, though. Okay? One step at a time. Yeah. So, the long-term strategy, right, is the bigger cycle. And you got to pay attention to the bigger cycle. Most people get stuck into the small, itty-bitty nuts and bolts of crypto. But you got to zoom out and see what we're looking at here. Okay? At the end of the day, this is just bullish consolidation. when you pump this much and don't give any of it back, you get ready for your next leg. It's just, and that's what a cup and handle is all about. So I just see a massive move coming here for Bitcoin, and I could be wrong, but I'm usually pretty spot on. So if this goes by my history, we're going to nail it out the park to the upside, and it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time, my man. But I see this, booming, booming, booming. All right. Theon Trump, MAGA meme coin sitting at 1.85. Shout out to Brian Ferris. We love you. We appreciate you, Mr. Ferris. Too many bear flags in the small time frames. Yeah. Larry Fink having a meeting October for institutional discussion. No doubt he'll be the new sailor. They're going to buy so much more Bitcoin. Sammy called AERO very early at 30, 36, 34. How much is an ounce of Bitcoin worth? Just comparing it to gold. Funny. Soul Bitcoin, Soul ETH dumping, mate. Nice. A big pump coming on XLM to get this short out, man. Yeah, they want to. Oh yeah, I mean, there's so many people that are going to have short still. Thought the market was going to go down the tubes. CryptoFace did a good job telling people to short in a way. Not, I mean, he didn't get. I'm just messing around. But when he was like super bearish for a week or two, he had the whole market like freaked out. We're in this 4-year cycle going down the tubes. I'm not saying he said it for sure. He said it looked like it's possible. It was, entertaining. I'm open-minded that it was. Anything is possible. You never know. All right. 1 G equals 10 Satoshi, right? What do you think about Caspa? I love Caspa. I've been in since under a penny. So Caspa's been my baby, man. So Bitcoin double bottom. Everything's still looking good to me on the bigger time frames. I just want to reiterate that when everyone gets too crazy. I zoom out and see the weekly and just, I mean, this looks beautiful. We're back here with the 1 minute playing with the 200 and the 21. Understanding the relationship. I mean, if you pick any two moving averages that have somewhat of a distance and toy with them, but understanding the relationship between the 200 and the 21 is oh so important. It can really change the way you look at things forever. It's awesome. All right. So, hey Sam, will you please check my TA for me on Bitcoin? On the 4-hour, I see it broke out of a bull pennant and now retesting, potentially bouncing. I see a measured move going to 67K. On the 4-hour, he sees a bull pennant breaking out and retesting. I really don't see it. You're seeing this. I mean, it could be a bullish rectangle that broke out and retested. It's possible. I mean, I see a bearish div on the 4-hour though. At the end of the day, like, I don't know. I don't see it. No, I don't. AI is telling us to short Caspa because of the bond auctions. Funny. 8 billion people exist. Only 21 million Bitcoin. It's pretty simple, right? Yeah. That's how I look at it too. And people look at me like I'm cray-cray. And I'm like, but it's right there. It's right there. The weirdest thing about this lag is whenever I get a lag, usually YouTube tells me that the stream is lagging, but YouTube says everything is fine. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Right? So you tell me, man. Stream is healthy. We have a lot of users. We have a lot of likes. Things are going well. But I can see there's a lag there, right? That comes in and out. Inside of a tighter flag. Not amazing though. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. See the bigger time frames. Just buffering, man. It's weird that this isn't saying anything. I guess because they're still feeding the stream what it wants. This can't pick up on that. So this is weird for me, but what it is see, this is saying drop frames detected. So this is how I know that it's happening. And then I get a full report and I can see all the drop frames. And I'm like, come on, man. You're not lagging at all, or it's the people's app, or your lifer. Amen. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not getting any lag over here. See? Interesting. Hey, so I just keep moving. No lag. Quit lagging on my schwaggin', right? I got no reason to lie. Right. And someone says no lag here. I love that. I love it. So like the 4 hour suggests a pullback. Right. Crunch the moving averages a little bit. But you can also see, okay, is it a rising wedge that decides to do some, you know, we're going to do damage? You know, we're in one of those scenarios where things are getting a little more bullish than you've seen, and it will catch you off guard. Bitcoin will do something that you're not used to because it's more bullish than it used to be. All right. At the end of the day, I would watch this falling wedge in the 1 minute, on the 1 hour that they already tried to break out, came back inside. They're kind of toying with this idea that this is going to break out. You have this for whatever. You did SR flip, resistance, bounce, bounce. You did SR flip 62.5. So that's a bullish sign so far. But there's that bearish div there that doesn't look good. I mean, so you watch this. If you lose this trend line, you'll bearishly retest it. You'll drop down here to the 200 MA. There's a gap of the VRVP too as well. You can see there's your node. There's your node. Nice gap right there. So pay attention. The VRVP is the volume range, visible range volume profile. All right. Joe DiMaggio over here, right? Yeah. More engagement with all the comments. Sounding good, Sammy. Shout out to Bear Sailing Adventures. Yeah. Someone said, do you all seriously need to have seamless video? It's his info, what's important. Wow, thank you so much. That's very nice of you. But it's nice. I understand. I want things perfect. How about the same amount of PEIPEI and Turbo at the same time? Turbo is finally outperforming PEIPEI by 30%. Hey, there you go. There's a win. Voice sounds perfect. Charts are perfect. Just don't focus on the camera and boom. Thank you, Rave Song Records, man. Do you update any of your apps? Use the stream. Sometimes when I update things, it resets my settings to default. Yeah, no, I've seen that. And that's what happened even just the other day. I did this just on Sunday, Saturday, Friday night. But I made sure that my output was set to the right bit rate today. And everything seems right. But anyway, you never know. What is that? What is that? What is that? Like... I know, but why would you do that during the stream? What? But why would you push that under the door? Oh, it came out of the printer. I'm thinking it gets out of from under the door. I'm like, see? I'm like, why would someone do that? It's so weird, right? Because it looked like it was right at the edge of the door. Yeah. It almost made it out of the door. We're lagging today. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. 63,200. I cut it off though. Yeah. She's on there now? Maybe though. It switched back. We'll see. No, it's not smooth. I see those lags as well. Amen. Yeah. Do you think H-bar has any potential? I'm not into H-bar. I don't really like talking about it. I think it's boring. I'm sorry. I was all about it. I learned about it. I got into it. Scaling. I learned the people who created it. And I'm sorry, everyone. I have a good knack for speculative investing and where money's flowing. And H-bar is boring. It's got a lot of people trapped in it. No new money's coming in there. They're all waiting on the gain. And it's like a Cardano story, really. I'm sorry. And I hold Cardano, so I'm sorry if that offends you. But I'm just being honest. And if you've been in the industry as long as me, you know what I'm saying. And you know I'm not. I'm just being transparent. It is what it is. Come on now. Who here who holds H bar doesn't feel like they've been just? It's like holding XRP, man. Let's get real, right? Anyone here hold H bar and you feel like you're holding something like you can't stand it? Be honest. It's okay. You can talk about it today with me. You can let it out. You can let it out. All right. JASMY in the falling wedge starting to finally break out here with really strong support too at 2 cents. Yeah. And look at this. Yeah, I agree with that. Dump all my HBAR for Casper. HBAR isn't as bad as XRP. I mean, come on. Might be worse. All right. Fan funding. Wow, we came in strong here. Blessing Sam, how is PRCL? Parcel? Is that what it is? PRCL? Never parcel, right? On MEXC. This thing looks like it's just like a rug, honestly. Again, same scenario. You wait for the 21 to touch. It doesn't even have the 200 here. I don't know. Support or resistance. It did an Adam and Eve double bottom there. Finally found its way. It can start to move once it bounces off that 21. It did break the 12-hour 200 MA. So again, you're looking for consolidation above the 200 MA. You know, so up, down, up, down, up, down, and then make a move on out. This is so, I don't know. There's so many better coins out there, but that's, you know. Once this consolidates and stays above the 200, makes a nice falling wedge, there's a good chance it follows the herd and continues to pump. All right. Do you see Doge Elon Mars going to 50 billion? No, I do not. I think that's insane. Yeah. I wouldn't even consider that a reality. I'm serious, like. And I'm not trying to be rude. I think that's just insanity. And people fall in love with these memes, man. Look at this thing. It was hot until it wasn't, right? Look at this. And I'm not hating on, you know, either presidential candidate or whatever, but like, look at this. I mean, beautiful move. I mean, you got in early, you're still up, but like, and again, does it make a rounded bottom and come back for vengeance? I wouldn't be surprised if I've seen, when I've seen an alt rally come back, I've seen almost 90% of coins come back. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing makes it to the all-time high, if not higher. You know, once it breaks this falling wedge, which breaks up 68% of the time, it's going to go the wedge. Basically, the previous move that it had back to, on the leg up. Just I don't see if, you know, it's going to fight to get all the way back to that all-time high again. And it's going to take a lot of liquidity. You have to remember, people aren't honest with themselves. Ask yourselves, why does a meme go up? Look at Bitcoin taking a crash to the downside. Look at that. Losing the 200 MA and dropping. I'm not bullish on Bitcoin today. I'm wearing a red tie and a red shirt. You know what that means. I'm usually seeing a dump. I usually wear the red when I see pain for Bitcoin. All right. I'm biasly long, so you're going to see me, if you watch me all the time, you're going to see me more apt going at longs. You will see me short the market, though. But for the most part, you're going to see me attempt to tackle a long more often than not, right? So look, you fell out, you fell back in. The measured move would be to the downside if this falls out. Takes you to 62,175. All right. Let's take a look at AOIZ. And so I would assess the situation tonight. I'd stay off the charts until later tonight. Monday night after 7 p.m., that's when I really start to look at the charts and get busy. Up until then, I kind of let the market do its thing. I search altcoins and I look for opportunity, but I don't overtrade. Solana liquid staking ecosystem called Sanctum. Kept looking at some new coins, everybody. Maybe buy on the next pullback like everyone else. $80 million market cap. Keep looking at some new coins, everybody. Thank you. Appreciate that. Cloud USDT. We'll take a look at that, Cloud. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. And this is the channel where more people are going to talk about new coins and new ideas. I love it. I absolutely love it. So I look at AOIC here. Look, I got a long for that too. Maybe bring the stop up a little bit there. 6-to-1 risk reward ratio. But I say it's only a matter of time till this thing breaks out and pumps. I own this. I think it's going to rock out. You do whatever makes you happy. I always throw a little MPLX in there just to kind of keep it on your radar. CoinX to me is the place to get it. And look at that thing pumping to the upside now at 41, man. And the chance to get it down there at 26 is gone. Almost a double up soon. Look at that Adam and Eve on the way to the upside. We talked about it at 27. We went over this thing. It's at 41 now. MPLX getting ready after that long-term consolidation. When the whole market dipped, it dipped and came back strong and then went sideways. While every coin just kept going, this thing was just going sideways. Strongest coin in that entire bear market pullback, or bear pullback, you want to call it. And I pointed it out numerous times, talked about it, did everything I could. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. And you got to do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. Blessings on everybody for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. All right. Sam, will you please check TA for me on Bitcoin on the 4 hour? I see it broke out of a bullpen. No, I didn't see that yet. We talked about that. So at the end of the day, though, until you close a 15-minute candle above the 200, you are not going to be a bear. So the bears keep trying to break the 200 MA on the 15, and the bulls won't let them. They say nope. And look at the choppy nastiness we've been through. But still, what a move. I still can't believe taking that gain last night. All right. Can you give me your analysis on MASA? Yeah, you can't double up, so just one. The dad 77. We'll take a look at MASA. Yeah. MAS. No double ups. No 2 super chats for one. We don't do that. We just can't do that. Because then it would get out of control and I wouldn't be able to finish. I mean, MASA is really hard. You know, at the end of the day, it's just been getting sold off. There's really not less. Seems like it bottomed down here at 3 cents. I used to play with this idea. It was a slanted Adam and Eve, see? The neckline's right there, and once it breaks out, it's going to pump pretty hard. I started seeing that, and it actually does play out pretty spot on. I want to see a 200 MA, though, at least at the beginning stages. Let's look at the 8-hour 200. So it looks to me like you bottomed off 3 cents. You fought above the 200 MA on the 8-hour. And now you're just going to keep kind of making your way up the stepping stones of technical analysis, right? You got a good resistance that became support at 6 cents. So flag out the 8-hour. Look for the 8-hour to kind of do its thing, just like Bitcoin we're kind of talking about. Go sideways here, reconnect with the 21, and then we can get ourselves a pump. So the market looks poised and ready. We wanted to go sideways to get ready to get as many people on the train as possible. So I'd look for this to happen. I'd look for the 21 to come into price action here. And then MASA head back to about 7.98 cents. All right. Shout out to the dad for the 777s. Thank you for being here. Talking about discipline today a lot. Listening to Jim Rohn and saying, hey, we don't always feel the best, but we do it anyway. Motivation isn't always there, but we push forward with the action. Meaning you wake up in the morning, you don't feel good. You don't want to go after it, but you do anyway. And what happens there is somehow the motivation follows the action. I do an exercise video. So what's great is you put the video on, it starts to play. You start doing what the dude's doing. 2 minutes later and 30 minutes later, you've done a workout somehow, some way. You're covered in sweat. You feel it. Your mind feels better. You feel good about yourself, accomplished, and things have changed. I do it almost every morning. I go through this metamorphosis. I wake up in a groggy kind of just... And by the time I finish working out, I'm ready to go, and I believe in myself. I listen to Jim Rohn, too, and Jim Rohn changes my life. Emmanuel James Rohn, like Samuel James Price. Me and him had a few more things in common than I realized. But so right now, we're watching to see if this 15-minute can make a move to the upside here for Bitcoin. Falling wedges do break up 68% of the time. You could blindly follow that idea. I don't. I go by some other parameters just to make sure. What is this line? This is the length of the base. If it decides to dump, it'll dump down to 62,175. Am I making a prediction what's going to happen? I have no idea. Today it's topsy-turvy. I do know if we end up closing a candle below this 200 and losing here, we'll drop down pretty fast. But if we can hold above this 200, if candles keep closing above it, somehow, some way, we will reverse price action and get up to at least, I don't know, 64,283. So there's still a chance here that we can get some movement, but there's no guarantees. All right. No guarantees at all. And that's kind of where we sit here for BTC. And you take a look at crypto bubbles, really good way to see the market. And you can see altcoins just in the last day really doing well. In the last week, Hex up 77%, Phantom up 22%, Sui up, Tau and Hex really the biggest gainers, Popcat, EGLD, but almost every coin getting some type of love back to the upside on the month here. Hex is the biggest winner, up 84% really. Sui, FET, AAVE, not every coin's up in the month, as you can see. And on the year, we're still holding massive gains since a year ago. ORDI, PEIPEI, Caspa, like a lot of coins still up beautifully since a year ago. And on in the hour, we're kind of struggling. Bitcoin's been sideways. Not a perfect trading day here on Monday. It's not jumping time right now, okay? Hex still showing some signs of life. We'll take a look at Hex here for all you Hexicans out there. 15-minute, getting that bounce off the 200. That makes, that gets me going a little bit like, wow. So if there were to be a perpetual, I would have to trade this flag out of the paper bag. Trade the flag out the paper bag over here. Just thinking of Karate Crypto, CFN Crypto, everyone that fought from Crypto Crown to Jenna X to Young Snack. I just can't believe all the people that go out there and hit the mat hard too. One dude got like body slammed on his neck. You saw that? It was really like he was okay, but for a second I thought he was, I didn't want to. It was crazy. But anyway, anyone who put their life on the line basically to fight, because every time you fight, I don't think people think it's it's pretty serious. Anything could happen out there. I'm still seeing if Bitcoin can make this boom out the flag. There is still that chance. The second it loses the 200 MA, it's going to drop like a rock, though. It's the battle for the 200 here. We keep wicking, and just not able to close below it. I'm not opening up a trade. Highly unlikely. The volatility is just too much for me today. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it over here. Interesting. So struggling here with a bearish candle here on the 15, but unable to break the 200 MA on the 15-minute. No matter what the bears do, they don't seem to be able to take us down. Shout out to all the awesome super chats. We appreciate you. Keep them coming in. It makes this show fun. We'll take a look at ATH just because you're super nice, the dad. Hey, good morning, Sam. God bless. Jesus Coin. I don't really like going over Jesus Coin. It's not my favorite thing, man. I really don't. I'll look at it one time, but it's just, I don't know. I think I'm kind of in the middle on it being blasphemy, Everyone says, no, it's how you spread the word. It's Jesus Coin, But it also had a huge pump, and then it's been dumping ever since. And what if the people who use it are just using it to exploit people that are into Jesus too? I don't know. I'm not into it. The whole thing, I'm not into it. And I apologize, and I'm not hating on you if you are. God bless you, and may it go your way. I'm okay to have an opinion. It doesn't mean that I'm putting down yours just because I love this coin. I've been in it for a long time. I DCA'd in the bear market when no one really cared about it. It's gaming infrastructure, AI servers, right? Basically for gaming. So we can all kind of get worldwide online gaming service and really service for everything, computing power. So look, we see the 21 coming up, and it's the same thing we're watching on Bitcoin and the rest of the market. We just want to see this flag. We want to retouch the 21. We want to stay above the 200. We want our next pump. We want that cup and handle, right? I see this happening. I see Ethereum headed to 7, 8, and I got a big old bag of it too. Omar Torres for the $4.99. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate that. Tian Bonk, please, brother. Thank you. Much love. God bless you and your family. Life or vision. Thank you. So you guys can see the chart enough to get the super chats through. So that means it's working. Let's take a look at BONK BONK USDT here on MEXC. So whenever I look at something, I like to take off the moving averages, look at price action in all its entirety. Stop making lines for no reason. There we go. So BONK, shoulder, head, right shoulder. You can see kind of bearish, broke down, no love. Somewhat of a trend line. Pretty odd, really, like the price action on the bigger time frame if you think about it. At the end of the day, you're looking for it to break this wick, this falling wedge, right? Take a look at your 3-day chart. It may or may not, right? Oh, sorry. Sorry, I missed where I was at. Okay, here we go. So, I mean, you gotta have a serious resistance at 2197. You're kind of sitting at previous support and resistance. Look, resistance, support right there. You lose that, you drop right back down to about 97. Shoulder head right. I mean, it's doesn't look amazing, right? 3-day chart says we're going down. So it's funny, BONK doesn't look hot, right? I mean, it looks, compared to the rest of the market, other coins look a little better. It seems like people are kind of leaving memes and getting into like DeFi, in my humble opinion. Seems like people are kind of like, oh man, I should have been in something better, more substantial. There could be a little bit of a meme sell-off here as we get into better projects. But right now, BONK looks like it's struggling on the daily. I mean, flat up, it's oversold, overbought, and it's pushing down. You're in some serious chop here, too. I'll be honest, usually the TA looks a lot nicer than this, and it's a lot easier. This is tough. If BONK is bullish, it won't break this low. It'll make a downward flag and break out of the falling wedge to the upside. I wouldn't really touch BONK on a swing trade unless it broke above 118.44. All right. Let's take a look at some other memes just to see if they're all following suit. Yeah, they look exactly the same. So for memes to survive, really, that little flag that most of your memes are in right here, and that 4 hour above the 200, we need to get that breakout. Then they can get a bigger pullback, but we need that breakout. It's on Floki. It's on probably every single meme you know. I bet Whiff looks exactly the same. That's why I want you, I'm not every time, but once you do one, you've done most of them. Yeah, Whiff is in the exact same boat. They're at the bottom of their barrels in these flags above the 200 MA on the 4 hour time frame. And these flags need to continue to get us out further to the upside. Otherwise, we're going to be in some pain. So, only time will tell, but we need this move out of here to the upside. Yeah. To forget you. All the way up to about what, 2114? We'll see. And everybody, you wake up, you do what you got to do. Success is not something that happens overnight. And I say this every single day. Success is something you become. It becomes you by doing what you do every single day. People can hate, people can talk, people can say whatever they want, but when you show up every single day, there you are. You see what I mean? Like you're right where you need to be because that's it. If everything looks, if it can consolidate here, everything's trying to put up a stand here and say enough is enough. No more sell-off, only accumulation. Let's look at PEIPEI, whatever you want to say it was, right? It's funny, it's in that same little mini flag we just talked about. Like, so meme coin extravaganza. But everything's watching what Bitcoin's going to be doing. Bitcoin takes a tank, even your meme coin goes to the down. So wow, we got the bounce again on the 15. we get above the 200 MA for the look, shoulder, head, right shoulder. We get above the 200 MA here on the 1 minute time frame. My go-to scalp strategy, which looks like it's going to pump now to the upside. Wow, there it goes. Boom. 5 minute coming for the 200. The 5 minute could cross and get us a bounce. Bit of a double bottom there on the 5. You kind of see a double bottom, meaning you got a double bottom here. You got a double bottom there. You got a double bottom on the right side of the double bottom. Nacho and Pepe on Kaz are packed. Amen. This gets above the 200 MA. I can see a move further up, and then there's a gap in the VRVP, really all the way up to 64,000. Right? I recommend people to trade Bitcoin and not alts. Much easier to start with. Yeah. I never sold Brett yet. Yeah. AERO very strong for sure. Yeah. I never sold Brett. I wouldn't sell Brett, man. I want to hold Brett, you know. Just consolidating before becoming alive again and pumping. Yeah. I would not sell my Brett. Because base chain could get so big and then you'll look back and be like, man, I took it out before something got really big. So Fetch is strong. AGIX is even so strong. AI is showing signs of gains. AI coins are strong right now. So I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. It breaks the 200 MA here on the 5 minute. We get a move back up to 64,250. Liquidity's kind of on either side, though. It could go either way. At the end of the day, they're saying we do go lower. They're saying, you know what? There's going to be a fake out. We want to come back to 62,000. All right. MPLX, man, is what I'm, Lifer. What other channels do you suggest your 2 hours? But I'm trying to learn more. I've learned way, much appreciated, but I want more knowledge. Who would you recommend? Nobody. Yeah, I'd recommend me only. Yeah, that's it. Just straight up. Honestly, I would recommend joining my channel, joining my trading group, because then that's where we really deep dive coins and go over things. Like I'll be posting token metrics later on today. I'll be going over a bunch of things. I'll be deep diving. By the end of today, I'll probably post a bunch of different ideas and altcoins and deep dives and things that I'm looking at. So, yeah. Not everything happens on the channel because we can't sit there in 2 hours and do every single thing that we could do on a daily basis, right? So we do the best we can with what we got. So ONDO, man, really starting to do damage. And the market a little frothy. ONDO getting, I want to see, like a bigger bag of ONDO. But is it the perfect time or not to buy some ONDO? Is it time to buy WIF? Which one? There's so many decisions to be made. I see ONDO in that inverted head and shoulder. Let's delete it. Let's get clean here. So like most coins, ONDO had this long consolidation. It started in April and May. It broke out. 5-day chart suggests more. 3-day chart suggests it could pump even higher. It does have a resistance coming up at 78. It's got a nice support sitting at about 63.5. And resistance there at about 90. And resistance at 147, right? We want to see, I'd like a little more ONDO, but I don't want to chase the price. You see? What's good is it's below the 200 MA, which means it'll eventually make its way up in the uptrend. It's a little far from the 21. Same kind of thing that we're seeing around the market, right? And then you're getting this, rising wedge kind of vibe. Chance ONDO just continues to moon. It really does, right? For me, anything below 80 cents is amazing. Anything below 70 cents is even better. So I've been DCing into ONDO throughout this entire bear market, buying it whenever I can on the lows. I'd like to top off my last piece of my last ONDO bag and call it a day. ONDO looks to take off. These altcoins look interesting. The 1 hour could pump so hard right now. The 3 hour and the 4 hour. You are getting the golden cross. You're near the 21. Everything's kind of what you're looking for on that 4. So I got 10K. I want to deploy into the market. I'm going to take at least right now about 3,500 and buy more ONDO with that. I want to buy the entire 10,000. I'll buy 4,400 ONDO. Bang. And that should go to 6 something, right? Maybe even 7.1 or something. Did it not go through there? It should have. Let's just double check. It may have. Let's just make sure. See that? Yeah, 6.3. So we just bought $4,400 worth of ONDO. And now my ONDO bag is big. It could be bigger. I don't know. What do you guys think of my ONDO bag? Let's take a look. I got $21,700 in ONDO. Is that a big bag of ONDO for you? To you? I don't know. I don't know anymore. I've lost touch. So you guys tell me. Soul's old, buying 500 worth. Turbo. Yeah. You think I have enough ONDO personally? Is $21,000 worth of ONDO here at these lower prices enough? What's up, brother? Let's do a little JASMY porfa. We did JASMY already. We went over it in depth, man. Yeah, we really did. But you can see it on the you'll see a timestamp for it. I could show you it again though, just to be nice. Why not? You don't want to be rude to people that are coming to your channel, right? So you might as well be nice to everybody. It's like having a general store. Someone walks in to get something, you don't say, "Hey, get out of my store." Or, "Hey, we showed someone where that was yesterday. We're not going to show you now." He did a super chat, so hey. So we'll take a look at JASMY for you yet again, but I see JASMY in this falling wedge. Pretty simple on the bigger time frame. It had huge consolidation here, which it pumped, and then it slowly came back down. But JASMY's strength is its superpower, because when it came back down, it still held a way higher low compared to most coins. So I see this doing bigger damage in the long run over time, headed back to 6 cents. I'm in it right now, and that's basically a 3x. And that may not be where it stops, but that's where I see the next move going for JASMY. Okay. Someone's like, JASMY pumping. Yeah, a little pump right there for JASMY. And again, we're all watching Bitcoin. If Bitcoin can somehow get out of its own way today, and there looks like there is a little bit of a chance we can get a pump for Bitcoin. All these coins will follow. You know, JASMY looks like it may get a bit of a move there to the upside. You never know, but it looks like it may. So, again in the cat. I don't know what that means. Can you do Caspa? Seems like it's been loading while the alts have been going up. Yeah. Your opinion on Caspa? GLQ, sure. Graphlink protocol? You like GLQ? I mean, if anything pumps tonight, Caspa could tight moving averages above the point of control, tight inside the channels. That's interesting. GLQ, Graphlink. So last time I talked about Graphlink, you see me in this flag and it popped, bounced off that 200 MA. Same old story. See, the 1 day is about to breach the 200. Once that gets above it, wait for it to touch the 21 again. Boom. And then that's like going to be a beautiful move. So I like what I'm seeing, but you're getting a little far away from the 21. You've been pumping for 5, 6, 7, 8 days straight now. All the way from about 5 cents to 9 cents. I mean, a lot of coins are up dang near 50, 60, 70% already. Almost 100. What do you see for HOPPY? I mean, we were looking at HOPPY every day for a while. Picked it out of nowhere when it was a smaller meme, and it continued to pump for whatever reason. That's HOPPY on ETH. Let's see what happened. So the last time we looked at it, it just kind of rounded the bottom here. Again, like I said, if the whole market comes back, some of these memes could do some damage. They'll make, a cup and handle at one point. They'll come up. I wouldn't be surprised if this one just kind of continues up, makes the handle, and then blasts to the upside, right? I could see new all-time highs for HOPPY coming. It's consolidating nicely, making some higher lows on the right side. Had a really good following. People seem to like it. It's got locked liquidity. There's nothing wrong with it. You never know. I don't have any of those. How's your bag on Rio? My Rio bag's pretty small, right? That is tremendous service. Thank you. Yeah. That's a whole lot of ONDO to me. Thank you. Yeah. No, that's a small bag. Do better. Thank you. You double me up. Amazing, bro. Sounds like a big number to me. Okay. I'm loading up on ONDO too. BlackRock won't let it fail, right? I just, you know, I don't know. I want people to say, that's a tiny bag, right? Thank you so much, Sam, for giving me hope. Hope that one day I can break the financial strain. It takes a long time. It took me a long time, all right? But I set my goals to get out, and you will get out. If you set your goals to get out, you're going to get out, everyone. That's the thing. You don't think you're going to get out because you can't see how it's going to happen. But if you just set your goals to get out of the rat race, of the 9 to 5, of the back and forth, you will get out. Somehow, some way. I don't know how. I can't explain how everyone's going to push their way out, but you will. You will. There's going to be a break. There's going to be a move. But you have to keep believing that you can. If you can, if you think you can, or if you think you can't, you're right both of the time. 90% of the time, you're 100%. So you got to think you can. You don't have a choice. There's no choice. You know, it's like life is like you're basically always trying to survive. And if you have to think you can get out, to get out. Otherwise, you might as well just give up right away. All right. 5 minutes inside this crazy symmetrical triangle. You can see double bottom broke out. It is a double bottom, though. Look at that. A measured move to the upside. Says it could break back up to at least 63.8. You're looking for the 5 minute to break that 200 MA. The 1 minute did it. Oh, the 1 minute made the flag in the 200. That's bullish. I wish I had seen that. Now that's going to pump. That's likely a pump. Because you've waited all day now. Let's see this. Do I have time? I've been lagging today. Funny, I've been lagging. How fast can you build a trade? How fast can you see a trade, build a trade, be a trade? Can you be the trade? 64,051. Stop is 63,396. There's that 6 to 1 right there. I like that trade right now. I'm taking it. I like the setup. I'm willing to go for it. I know it's false move Sunday. I know there's ups and downs. But when you're above the 200 for this long, consolidating in a flag with the 21 crossing the smooth moving average, it's a good chance you're going to win this trade. Again, I could easily get stopped out and you watch me lose right in front of you. And you'll call me a loser and laugh at me. I'm okay with that. I'm not trying to really compete with you. I'm just trying to compete with myself from yesterday. That's it. Every single day here, pushing. And that's a beautiful flag. I would trade that flag 100 times out of 100, man. And I probably would win 80 out of 100 times if I trade this flag. So I'm in. I'm in on the long here. That's a beautiful ascending triangle above the 200 MA with the 21 crossing the smooth moving average. You're above the smooth moving average and the simple. It's a high likelihood of a fall through to the upside based on bottage and back, you know, but you never know. But the percentages are in my favor that I'm going to win the trade. The percentages are in my favor. If this continues and then the 5 minute breaks the 200, that will be an add-on. The 15 minute also never broke the 200, which is another add-on. So the Bears did not have the strength that they wanted to have. It just didn't happen. So, you know. So we finally made a live trade here. It took all day, and we still may lose. You never know what's going to happen here. On the 1 minute chart for BTC. Sammy, the 1 minute man. All good. We split some times. You forgot. Go ahead and press that like. Yeah. Okay. Sammy, come in handy. What do you need? Hoppy. Okay. Brother Jasmy. Yep. Omar Torres. Let's take a look at all the fan funding. Nick Ellegard with AERO. We took a look at that. We have JD with Wild. We took a look at that. Thank you. What happened to Polygon? We talked about that. Live, laugh, and love. Jay Split, Blessings, Parcel. We took a look at that. Do you see Dodgelon hitting 5 billion? We said no way. No, not happening. Tion Trump, we took a look at that from Brian Ferris. We looked at AOIZ from Myth Max. Apartment Records. Hey, Sam, will you please check TA for Bitcoin? We looked at that. I didn't see the same thing. I had to be honest. I wanted to lie and say I did, but I didn't. There's DYORFR. Actually, I didn't want to lie, but you know what I mean? I wanted to be cordial. I desired to be cordial, but had to be truthful. That's what I should say. Solana liquid staking ecosystem called Cloud USDT. Can we look at some new coins every day? Let's take a look at Cloud USDT and see what he's talking about. Sui holding 154, doing damage. AI companions, that's a new one. That might have some massive gains. Sees. Public launch date now live. What is AI Virtual Companion? Offers a range of features designed to create a personality and immersive experiences for users. By leveraging cutting-edge VR and integrating our native AIC token, we provide users with a unique and engaging virtual companionship experience. So weird. What's a virtual companion? So strange, right? And they know everything and help you and figure it out. Wow. AI companions. We'll look at Cloud USDT. I don't know if this is the one you're talking about here. Yeah, $80 million market cap. Cloud, new coin in the radar here. Solana. Let's look at the website. And remember, new coins are going to be coming out. Say hello to the infinite LST future. Helping launch millions of new LSTs. Only possible on Solana. All freely tradable. Zero slippage. Deposit LSTs to earn. So liquid staking tokens. So you can get your liquid staking token and then you can deposit them here. All right. So what is a liquid staking token? Well, you take your token, you post it, and then you get back a liquid staking token that basically is that token. But then you can use that token to make more money. It's crazy. It's basically being free. It's basically getting a double up on your money and being able to make double the money on the same money. That's what it's called, liquid staking, you know, and it became pretty big in the last rally. This could actually kind of make some move off of that. Sanctum SO, right? Which is Cloud, is their coin. Sanctum Cloud. Anyway, this is too new for me to really figure out. Just coming in the game. It is on MEXC already. We'll take a look at it on the charts. But we're starting to get the gain here. So far, so good. That's a fast $50 if you ask me, right? And I'm not asking for a lot. I'm just asking for a move here. And so here comes the live trading aspect of the stream. But the guy didn't make a live trade. It says live trading here. You got to give me the whole 2 hours. Even if I live trade for 1 minute of that day, that's a live trade. Right now, if you took the live trade, you are now in the gain. What you do with that is up to you. But that's a fast $100 right there for BTC. And we're starting to get a nice little pump here out of this channel to the upside. I can start to kind of shave my stop loss off. Remember, I'm only risking a very small amount. My risk reward ratio is plumbed up. I'm risking 54 for $544. And again, it's a false move Monday. Anything can happen. It's a crazy day. We'll see. I like to kind of move away from the chart when this happens, just kind of let it do its thing. So we looked at HOPPY, we looked at GLQ, we looked at JASMY yet again the second time. We looked at BONK, we didn't look at Jesus, right? Or maybe we did, but we weren't happy about it. But we did it anyway because that's what people ask for. And if you're open for business, you got to do what people say. Otherwise, don't be in business, in my humble opinion. Go somewhere else. That's how I feel about business. Like, either be ready to cater or don't do it. So stochastics curve there in a way for the usually that's the dumpage. Crazy though, we still might get the follow through here. Let's get that green candle to turn. Flip that thing green and rip to the upside here for BTC. Nice little move for Bitcoin. Put me up $93 already. I won't be greedy. I'll put my stop right there. So they'll, you know, whatever I'll get at least $80. You know, something like that. And so I put my stop right here. I'm willing to be happy with $50 to $60, whatever they give me. I could do that 10 times a day, make $500 a day. I already last night made more than I should have, so I'm already super happy. Like I counted that as a win today, really, because it was so late at night when I made that trade Sunday night. All right. It's crazy when I used to not know what I was doing to be an emotion. You lose $600 in a second. Now I put my stop loss right next to a wick, and somehow, I stay inside the trade. It's crazy. Like, you do the responsible thing, things play out. You do the wrong thing, you get kicked in the teeth every 5 seconds. You know. And no matter what happens, I'm so happy with it. I'm happy that God gave me the ability to be alive today. I'm happy that I woke up on the right side of the bed today. I have such a beautiful family. I said goodbye to my daughter today, and she looked right at me and she was like, Hi, Daddy. And I was like, and there was just this feeling of like, I can't explain it, man. We went through so much with COVID. I lost my mom and my dad, and Boston was such a cold place to live, and I feel like the winters were it was just such a different way to live, everyone. And now I'm here with my family in beautiful Florida, and I remember today, my daughter looked at me and she got out of the car and I said, I love you, kid. You know, have a great day, kiddo. And I knew, like, I'll remember that moment for the rest of my life. Like, and I'll be older 20 years from now thinking about when I used to drop her off at school. And I'm doing everything I can to hold on to these moments, everyone. And I'm going to cry like a baby right now, but I'm doing everything I can to hold on to these moments in my life. This show, my interaction with each and every one of you, the gains that we make together, all the fun that we're having. Look, we're up $133 in the trade, 7%. I put $1,800. It was a $61,000 trade. So far, so good. We've covered. We can't lose any money now, no matter what. They'll probably take me out right there. I'll make 100, but I'll be so happy and blessed with it. And thank the dear Lord that I was able to scalp the way I did. But man, these are the moments, man. These are the moments, man. Like, I looked at my daughter's face today. Something hit me so hard, everyone. It's like she knew it too. Like, and she's like, Daddy. And I was like, have a great day, kiddo. And she knew I was about to break down in tears. Like, she saw it in my face, you know. And I love my kids so much. And, you know, losing my mom makes me love my kids even more. I just, like, my only goal in life is I want to be a good dad. That's it. Like, I don't care about anything else. Nothing else matters to me. I just want to be a good dad. I want my girls to remember me and love me. That's all that matters to me, man. You know? I've been to a bunch of weddings, and one thing I remember about weddings is talking to older women that I normally don't get to talk to. Like a 50, 60, even an 80-year-old woman. And a couple times in my life, the women talked about how much they loved their dad and what a great man he was. And I remember one woman just going in about how great her dad was, you know? And I said, you know, I want to be that dad. Like, when my daughters are 80 and they're at a funeral, I mean, not at a wedding or at some great event, I want them to be talking to the people, and I want them to mention me and talk about what a great dad I was. That's all that matters. Sorry to break down, but that's all that matters. Like, that's all that matters. That's all that matters to me. You know, I should be all about the trade right now and all about the money, you know. But this life is so valuable, everybody. It will disappear so fast. You know what I mean? It disappears so fast. And like, we won't have these moments forever. They just won't be here forever. They just won't. You know? I'm sorry, they just won't. And so please forgive me here. But again, we caught the reversal of the day. See how the reverses when we get above the 200 MA on the 200, and you could still be in that trade. Look at that. You could still be in that trade. I was a little late, so I waited to the flag, right? And I didn't chase the flag. And I took what the market gave me. Anyway, I had to blow my nose, so you guys didn't need to hear that. Nice move to the upside here for Bitcoin. Let's zoom out to the bigger time frames and kind of see what's happening around us here. 15-minute. Yeah, it's attempting to do. So what it did is it initially broke out of the falling wedge, but that was the false move. Everyone went in long and they went and grabbed them, and then now it probably will eventually do its move. Okay. Still not overly bullish. The day's pretty choppy for the most part. But, you know, I'll take my gains as they come, one step at a time. The portfolio continues to grow. That's important. All right. That's all that matters. Every day, 200 here, 300 here. Make today a green day. You know, yeah. 5-minute closed above the 200, barely. Yeah. But that's a good sign. I mean, that's kind of what you're looking for. So let's take a look at the 5-minute now.
I've scalped this many times in my life, everyone. I just set up here, put a stop here. I look left for some liquidity. Ooh, there's a nice flag up there. Right. And I just set up shop and go for the long. I don't know if I'm going to do it now, but we'll see. 64,742. Sorry, I just broke down. I just remember seeing my daughter look at me and she missed my mom so much. Her and my mom were so close. And my daughter's already been through so much, like, she's already had to deal with, like, the loss of, like, someone she truly loves. Like, I didn't have to deal with that until I was, like, 14 or 15. 9 years old, my daughter lost, like, her best friend. My mom and her were, like, best friends, man. They hung out. They were so, like, and my mom put so much effort into their relationship. My mom was such a good person. I guess, you know, the changing of the seasons makes me think of my mom a lot. I'm going to take this trade because so many times it plays out. You know, I'm just going to risk what I had. So I'll either break even or we'll make the gain. But I love the 5-minute break above the 200. Considering they faked this out the first time too, I wouldn't be surprised if we win this one. All right. You're doing a great job of the future. When your daughters become older ladies, they will be telling some young man that their father was a great dad. Don't make me cry again, man. Good dad gang, baby. I feel you, bro. Mad love and respect. Thank you. He said, thanks for answering. I mean, I just stay focused in the charts, man. I didn't go watching tons of YouTubers. I stay focused in the charts, man. This guy says he can only see his son a couple times a year, but I'm hustle every day to make it happen for my kids and my wife. I pray for my kids every day. God bless you, man. God bless you. Are you bullish on XODEX? I really am. I think there's going to be a big move there for XODEX at one point. I think you got to be really patient on that idea, though, and it's not going to be easy. ONDO up a little bit already, back at 74 there. I like XODEX. It's just tiny. Wow, they got it on MEXC now, which I didn't even realize. This is like the Caspa decentralized exchange. And once the meme coins really start to pick up, and, you know, you break above the 200 MA on the 6 hour, this thing could do some damage. It's got a bit of an Adam and Eve double bottom there. I don't know if it's going to be me. I think I'm already pretty heavy in Caspa. So you made me a better dad just watching you 2.5 years. God bless you, Sam. God bless you, man. Thank you. My dad was a swinger, like a swing trader, that is. Yeah. I watch you and study inside the real world, and it's helped a lot. Amen. God bless you, brother. Amen. What's your target on BTC? Let's take a look here. I thought I said it already. I mean, back to 64,000, right? Nothing crazy. 64K. Another green trade right there. I'm not saying it's amazing, but it is green from the second, you know. And that original trade is still in the money from the one I gave you. So, again, coming in on Monday, giving you guys a live trade that played out in front of the world. You can say whatever you want, but here we go. We can start one for one, right? Monday for Monday, we hit. And we'll go over tomorrow. We'll say we hit Monday. Can we hit today? All right. And I may lose one of these days this week. You don't know, but I'm not going to lose my shirt, and I'm not going to lose a lot. And what we can control is what we can lose. As traders, I know my stop loss, $100. I can go to bed tonight saying, hey, dude, the most I can lose tonight is $100. I should not go to bed tonight liquidated. I should not go to bed tonight down $5,000, $6,000, $4,000, unless I was out of control and not using my emotions. All right. My boy's a champ. He won gold at the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament. God bless you, man. I'd feel great if that happened to me and my kid. Blessings. So now we're up 21 bucks, 20. Let's see if we can get the continuation. What you're looking for now is this 21 to come to price action without losing the daily, the 5-minute 200 MA. The 5-minute is strong. I've been trading it recently on the 200. Whenever I lose, if I'm a little late on the 1 minute, I'll trade the 5-minute. It doesn't always play out. Nothing is always perfect here. All right. Matter of fact, sometimes I'm even quick to look. I'll move this to break even. I can't lose the trade now. I don't like losing, especially when I've already won a little bit on that day, and I just keep fighting. And at the end of the day, we take what the market gave us. All right? Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. It depends. Any thoughts on SHIB long-term hold? God bless you and your family. I believe SHIB will come back. I do have it long-term in my Coinbase. So I have some SHIB. I do. And so if I hold it, then I believe in it long-term. We'll see what happens, though. Only time will tell. It's speculative for me. But it's got a good team. They keep working on it. They don't seem to be giving up on it. I see it continuing and doing well. Even institutions seem to be looking at it sometimes, too. So, hey, SHIB is more interesting than I realize the more I think about it. It's got a lot more going on for it than a lot of the other memes. And they're working on Shibarium and that whole SHIB ecosystem, too. That's going to be a big deal. All right. Yeah. Dubai accepts SHIB as payment for their universities. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, they said they stopped me out real quick. See that? I'm not into making huge gains on Monday. Usually not my thing. But the 1 hour looks all right. 1 hour looks like it's just getting started for a huge pump. Now, after we get the false move, now we're up like what, 150, 160 or something. You know, the 1 hour looks like it may make a bigger, you know, the 1 hour may make the pump. I'd have to get it at least to 65. It's almost too much, but what if the 1 hour just moons us to 66,000? We've got the liquidity all the way up to 65, which means we could go even higher. It's basically either way right now. The Bears really didn't have their way. They had all day to get that pump, the dump, and they didn't get it. 5 minutes indecision. 1 minute did a great job and boomed out that flag. 1 minute did exactly what it was supposed to do. What a beautiful move. If I were to trade anything, I would trade the 1 hour flag today. But the stop loss has to be a little tighter. Take profit has to be almost way too high. So it doesn't, you know, I don't know. It's a little much for me. 63, 5,000 as resistance as well for Bitcoin. I'm going to take a break for the charts. Let my bad week. I still attuned to your each and every day, Sam. You help me more than you know. Your brain is something else, both for DA charts and life lessons. Much love to you and your team. Hey, the chef, man, I love you, man. I'm sorry you had a tough week, brother. But you know what? The toughest weeks mean something great is coming your way, man. So stay blessed, stay amazing, and keep pushing, all right? We got you. We love you. BNB looking to bust out of the range. Amen. Let's look at BNB. BNB is one of my favorite coins to trade. It really is. I love BNB. I don't know. I got into it below a buck. I saw it moon. The thing is amazing. I know people don't give it enough respect. I don't know why, but I've always had love for BNB, man. It did a lot of firsts, and it was really the biggest competitor to Uniswap when there was nothing out there really competing. Really weird. Like, I haven't seen this time. It's a very strange setup, but at the end of the day, it's consolidation, and I can see a break back to 773. And if you think about it, this thing really held its own. We put it in that flag. We got that move to the upside, and compared to the whole market, it really has been holding its own. Looking on the daily, it almost looks like it's in a bigger channel here on the daily. Similar to JASMY, right? How JASMY looks. And you're talking a $1,300, you know, by August or July of 2025. Yeah. BNB was never below $1. I bought in 2018. I bought it at $1, so I don't know. I mean, I firmly disagree. I mean, I got into, let's take a look. I bought it at $1, around $1. I don't know if I bought it below $1. I remember it being around $1. I don't know why I remember exactly $1, but let's take a look. I don't lie about price action. I have no reason. So if you're insinuating that, I would be extremely insulted. And I agree with you. I never said it was below $1. I don't think I said that. So yeah, this says the low is 50 cents right there. So the first week it came out, could have been able to get it. It says at 50 cents. So I don't know. Yeah. But most of my be at $7 for trading fees. My biggest win ever. Amen. Yeah. Also should just buy Sui. Sui's pretty hot, I'll be honest. And I'm happy I did get into Sui when I did. And we'll see what happens. One thing I want to do is look at BTC, USD, all-time index. And we're going to look at it on the yearly. Just something fun to do with each and every one of you. 12-month chart, right? The 6-month. Can you do years? No years, huh? Well, look at that. I mean, what strong support now at 59.5. You see that? 58,000. You see how strong that support is on the 3-month chart? So we can kind of upward trend to the 77, 80,000, and then we could just blast. 141K by April of 2026. That would be a super cycle, right? My goodness, baby, this thing might hit 70K today. You think so? I don't know. You never know. There's a chance. The 1 hour looks interesting to me. I mean, that's the measured move, right? Now let's shrink it down. I'm a little advantageous there. A little overzealous. Yeah, that makes a little more sense. 65, 600. That makes more sense. So take profit at 65, 647. Stop loss at 62, 961. I like the 1 hour. Looks like we could continue. What I'm going to do is I would like to make this trade a three spot trade. I'll put 70 for 210, but I'd like to do it 3 times. If I feel more confidence on the smaller time frames, I'll continue to add to the trade. Hopefully get in there 200 for 600 and hopefully be able to take about between $400 and $500 out of the trade. That's the key for my move. That's my plan. All right. Let's take a look at NAKA here, Nakamoto Games, and see what's happening here on MEXC. If you want to trade where I trade, everyone, we have a link to MEXC here. All right, you can jump on in and click the link. We actually have a link to our campaign on Weeks, and you can go to cryptolifer.com if you want to find out more. All right. Shout out to the channel sponsors, I Trust Capital, a place where you can buy and sell cryptocurrency. All right, with your IRA, gold and silver. It's absolutely beautiful. You can't beat it. I Trust Capital. All right. This is like the premier place, really, and they're regulated. I would never talk about someone I didn't really feel 100% about. I Trust Capital is the bomb diggity dong, man. They're the best, man. And then you got decrypted.tax, the best place to do your taxes, in my humble opinion. If you got cryptocurrency, you don't know what you're doing, and you're confused. Schedule a free consultation. Find out more at decrypted.tax. And last but not least, Houdini Swap. And I'll show you guys how to use Houdini Swap. I'm going to be transacting on it either today or tomorrow. I'll do a video on that, and we guys can kind of play around with it so you guys can get a little more interaction. But it's really simple and easy, and it makes it very, very, very straightforward. But you might want to see me do it one time so you can feel more comfortable about that. We're going to get that done. Nakamoto Games booming from 1 all the way to 128. I mean, we're talking 38% on multiple coins. Coins are just exploding left and right all over the board. And not only exploding, but they're breaking their these long-term, whenever something is in this long-term diagonal trend and it finally breaks that long-term diagonal trend, Boom. And look, the tight moving averages with the blast of the 200 MA. This is what we talked about on the screen share. What you're going to start seeing over and over and over again. Now you're waiting for the 21s. Again, this is going to maybe break up, maybe not. You're eventually going to have to flag to the 21-day moving average. Same here on the 6 hour, all that stuff. It looks like there could be continuation here. Like, we're just getting started. I don't know, something could be brewing today. There could be a massive move here for Bitcoin, taking all the altcoins up. That's what I'm seeing now on Nakamoto, because that 6 hour ain't done. Which tells me you're going to go further up, somewhere to, I don't even, possibly to 150, maybe even $2 on a massive run, right? So you're already up. Look, 777s on that. That was 777s, you can see. So already up again. And again, from the very beginning of the day, had you taken my initial call, you're up huge. When we got above the 200 MA on the 1 minute time frame, you're up money. That's the only one time. And then I took this flag right here, and you saw me trade. You saw me do the do. You saw it all. A 5 minute above the 200 MA. That's a scalp we could take too. I could still scalp that. So I got the trade open there. And I could scalp that on weeks. I may scalp that on weeks. I'm thinking of scalping a week's trade on that 5 minute. Because it just looks so nice. So I got my 1 hour cooking, which I can add to on the triples. I go to my Futures Pro and see how we're doing here. I love how it shows you your last trade. Like, yeah, you made 590. Yeah, I did. Thank you. That was amazing last night. Boom. This was the trade right here, and we boomed to the upside. It was just, I don't know. It's one of those epic wins. I was reeling. I had to calm down. It took me a couple hours to calm down after that. So I thought I was just having a quiet night, Sunday night. We did the live stream, time for bed. Next thing you know, I hit a massive gain. Like, I mean, to me, $600 in an hour is pretty nice. I don't care if I'm a multi-millionaire. I don't care how much money I make in my life. $600 that fast, I will always pay appreciation, and I'll be like, wow, that's amazing. You know? I like this one because you can just go to 64.58, which makes more sense to me, right? 64.758. Stop's going to be at about like 63.5, 499, 489, I guess. And this one, I just always do the 100 for 4. It's a smaller, and we open that long on the limit order. And then we're in there on the 5 because we're above the 5 minute 200 MA. So we're going to ride that. We're going to ride the 1 hour. We're going to see what happens here. And those are my trades for the day, and I'll tweak them, and we'll see what happens. And then I like to open up trades later on tonight too. We'll see what happens. So shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. But thank you so much. We love you. We appreciate you. Bitcoin getting a little bit of that pump, 63,600. We'll see if it's sustainable. But only time will tell. It's pretty much choppy today. Be careful. As you can see, I'm not risking a lot. All right. And I've already made some gains. So I love you all. I appreciate you. And we'll jump back in not too long from now inside the trading group. Everybody, I'll see you in not too long from now. May God bless you all. Thank you.